Hey guys, hope everyone's well. This is part two of my video of my list about my dreams for Italian football. Hope someone out there will like it. Please check out part one, and when I make it after this, part two, because I normally do, I always do my videos live. So hopefully it won't be too bad. So hope, as I say, hope someone out there will enjoy it. I wanted to do it before March finishes, before March ends, because the 17th of March was Italy's unification day, as I mentioned in part one. So ideally I wanted to do it on that day, but I didn't have access to any recording equipment or laptops or anything like that, so I couldn't. So anyway, as I was thinking of this list as I went for a walk, so I hope I will remember every point I was going to come up with. But yeah, so point number 11, as I say, I hope, like, one of my dreams, talking about my dreams of Italian football, one of my dreams would be like, as Italian football is known to be very defensive, I thought it'd be quite cool if there was more. I think there already are a few changes for Italian football where it's going more attacking and all that, so I hope there'll be more attacking. If you don't know about football, then obviously this video probably isn't going to be that good for you. So I suppose obviously it's only really for people who are football fans, and particularly Italian football fans, or those who might have at least a little interest in Italian football or football generally. Although I do welcome any views and sport. But anyway, yeah, so I love Italian football to be more attacking and to perhaps change some of the things that weren't working in the past. And I think the new manager, Roberto Mancini, is doing some really good stuff. So I hope it continues in that direction and continues to improve and perhaps incorporate some of the ideas from Holland and Germany and Brazil and other countries around the world, some of the philosophies and stuff like that. As I said in my previous video, I dream to go to Italy, possibly like in August, which is like my birth month, and possibly like in October, which is Dyslexia Awareness Month. So I, like, myself and fellow dyslexics going to Italy and discussing how we as dyslexics can share our ideas and things like that. So a positive thing about dyslexia, about creativity and things like that. So anyway, I hope that makes sense. Point number 12, I hope like Italians will be inspired and motivated, and encouraged to practice and support each other and believe that they can become the top footballing nation of all time in the future and things like that. 13, yeah, I know it's like quite a biased thing of me to support Italian football, and as I said before, I'm normally an anti-imperialist, but because I've been an Italian football fan, sorry, even when I was fairly young, so for most of my life. So because I think I look Italian, so it's a bit of a biased reason. But yeah, so I know it can be pretty. Italian football can be pretty violent and racist and things like that. So I hope a lot of those sorts of things change. I often struggle to think of point 13 because, like, normally numbers sort of, I'm not very good at maths, but numbers normally sort of make me think of certain things or remind me of certain things. So 13 is normally an unlucky number, so I hope it won't be too bad. But anyway, 14, I hope Italian football can solve some of the problems like racism, prejudice, disunity, and things like that. Like, I think the Italian, I don't know it off by heart, but I think the Italian anthem mentions in it about how Italy was divided and it united together. So I hope through football they can sort of unite and work together. 15, on that note, like, I hope they can work towards a shared goal, and like the football clubs themselves, like, again, if you don't know about football, this probably won't make much sense, but the clubs themselves, like Juventus, AC Milan, Inter Milan, clubs like that, can work together and sort of look how they can, even though they might be rivals in the league, they can support each other when they're playing non-Italian teams. So like, whatever's best for Italian football. Like, I also dream like to make that Italian football make heroes from footballers, like other countries have in their military. Italians can have, like, for football, like, make footballers into heroes, and people who support the team and fundraise for the team and all that, could be heroes. But as I say, I'd love Italians to unite between the shared goal of making Italian football the number one, the top, and all that. 16 again, mentioned about the point about dyslexia, and lots of groups I've seen which talk about the positive traits of dyslexia and how dyslexics can be creative and inventive and things like that. And I'd love for us to show what strengths we have, so that hopefully in the future dyslexic students in Italy, people will say, oh, they are actually creative. So raising awareness of dyslexia through football and stuff like that. I also hope that, like, the schools I wish to support across Africa and Asia, especially dyslexic ones, possibly as a reward for me supporting them, will like look at how they can benefit Italian football and like go to Italy and help Italians to practice and things like that. 17, on that note, I hope to have like creative ideas, and hopefully in the future, like, I can be proud of like as the person who hopefully made Italian football the number one. As I say, Italy is the number one nation for football and things like that. 18, I hope for Italians to be like proud of the team and to accentuate, if that's the right word, all the positive things about Italian football, like the fact that Italy's won 4 World Cups and a European Cup and things like that, and is probably fairly respected around the world. So hopefully we can expand upon those positives. 19, for my fellow dyslexics, I'd love. I suppose it would be quite difficult to get a dyslexic person who's from another country who might be patriotic to that country, like a dyslexic person from England, to go to Italy to show what we can do. But I hope for it, dyslexic organisations, as part of my goals, in August and October, to go to and 17th of March next year as well, to go to Italy, all being well, and share what strengths dyslexic people can offer in football, like creative ideas and things like that, to improve the game in Italy specifically, as an Italian fan myself, and also as a dyslexic, and especially dyslexics in Italy themselves, and show what ideas they can come up with, and also like have lots of football matches, which help to raise awareness of dyslexia, but also help Italians to practice more. And point 20, as I say, I hope Italians to practice would have an improved diet and practice as many hours as possible per day. So sorry if I was waffling, and I hope I made some sense in this video and had some decent ideas. And I'd love to hear, especially from fellow Italian football fans, what they think. And please check out part 1 and 3, especially if you're an Italian football fan. And like, if I get enough views and let's say this video does make enough money, then I hope to donate that to like buying footballs and football equipment, goals, and other such equipment for all possible people in Italy. Okay, anyway, hope you like this video, and peace and love.